Oh my god! Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chopper Fit channel. Here I am at the Rawhide demo days on a 2021 Riderz. I was going to ride the new Pan America, as you see that in front of me, but I threw a leg over it and I just was not comfortable.
Oh, what a loser!
So I decided to hop on this bad boy, the 2021 Riderz, in this nice burgundy red color, and holy schmoly, this thing has some torque. Now what I rode up here to the demo day was the V-Rod. Now the V-Rod has a lot of power, but it doesn't have a lot of download torque, and I'll be honest with you guys, this is the first time I've ever been on a Milwaukee-eight engine, and it's a 114, and man, this thing is a torque monster. Alright, so overall first impressions, after going about 3/4 of a mile, is this really weird sitting position on this bike. It took me a while to find the brake pedal because, again, I'm used to a dyno with forge. I really feel like I am kind of cramped up here, but, you know, it's not terrible. Not terribly cramped up, just a little bit. And as we're starting to kind of cruise here, it's actually starting to get even a little bit more comfortable. So again, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Brett, and this is the first time I've, again, ever been to a demo day or rode a bike in this capacity. So thanks for stopping by. This is going to just not really be a review of the Riderz, more just an initial thoughts and impressions. For a little background, I have been riding motorcycles for about 4 years. I have a 2009 Harley Davidson Dyna, as well as a 2012 Harley Davidson V-Rod. And this thing right here is a torque monster. So we'll just kind of get into it. I'm not going to bore you with all the controls. You guys know the Harley controls: left, right, turn signals. There's probably some stuff that changes your gauges and whoop boopity ba-doo-ba-doo. But I'm more about the feel of the motorcycle. So yeah, I'm already getting very used to it. As you can kind of see here, we are headed towards the highway. Oh my god. So this is how much of a simpleton I am, everybody. Is, again, I've never ridden a Milwaukee-eight. I've heard good things about them. I've heard they feel pretty good, but I've never rode one. And to be able to do this was, as far as like a dyno goes, like the Riderz was always like my dream bike. But I already had my 2009 dyno, which was pretty similar, obviously very different at the same time. When they released this one, at least through the pictures, I was in love. And then this year they dropped it in this burgundy red. So I'm riding the bike that, if I was to probably go into Harley Davidson, this would probably be the one that I might have walked out with. And again, I came up here to ride the Pan America, but I don't know of any other 350-pound Pan America riders out there. But I threw my leg over it to demo it, and it just didn't feel right. So decided, let's pick up what I really want, which is this guy. Now they told us that we can't slingshot. as much as I want to slingshot, we can't slingshot.
Here I come. Slingshot engaged.
It took about 2 miles, but I'm already very comfortable. This bike, I feel at home on this bike, everybody. Sorry, honey. I want to come home with it. We'll really see how it feels after about the highway trip here, but it just is, it's strong. This motor is strong. I don't know how Blockhead threw a 131 in his. This thing has enough go for anybody if you're, you know, a cruiser type. Now, obviously, people who ride sport bikes, this might probably seem like very slow. You're cruising at 50. Really, Chopper? Is that really all that fast? Well, it's not really that fast, but okay, yep. Throttle's a little scarier than the V-Rod. I will go ahead and just come out and say that this thing would destroy the V-Rod off the line. Now, I think the V-Rod ultimately would catch up in the long run, just due to the horsepower, the weight, everything like that. But man, for cruising around town, or even just cruising down the highway, whoo, doggy, this is comfortable. All right, so here are the things that I've noticed that I already really don't like and would be changing. Number one is the foot pegs. I mentioned earlier that the positioning was weird. I'm used to the positioning. The positioning is fine, but they stick out really kind of far, and I think it's because of this goofy ass intake that they have on there, which isn't terrible looking, and it probably serves a function, but I really, it's kind of a problem for my leg. I can't see the brake pedal, which is a little weird. I know you should be able just to feel your brake pedal, but for me, I've always been able to see my brake pedal, so I could always put my eye down there real quick and whoop, there it is. Can't do that on this one. That's okay though, that's okay. All right, coming up to the highway here. Looks like we're going to come to a slow down. Taking a right onto the highway. Here we go. Jesus. Wow. Definitely a highway cruiser for this one. Oh, guess we're getting off the highway. Oh, we're going to the other highway. That's what we're doing. Okay. Looks like we might have lost part of the group. It's just us three now. Ooh, listen to that rumble though. So I had to bring out the Shoei helmet today to get the best audio possible for everybody. I hope you're appreciative, because the Shoei is a little bit of a warmer helmet for sure. So yeah, I mean, this thing is smooth. Again, I'm coming from a Dyna to this thing. This softail is insane. I'm like absorbing every single bump. It's got power for days. Ooh. Said I would never sell my Dyna, but ooh, this is a good sell, that's for sure. So we're cruising 60 miles per hour right now, and very comfortable. Again, I'm 6'2", so I do feel, again, a little bit cramped up on these pegs. I think I'm going to take another bike out that has forwards and see if it feels a little bit more comfortable for me, but I do feel a slight bit of cramping in my quads. Now, that's nothing that is against Harley Davidson. That's just me being a 6'2" rider on a bike with what I would probably call further forward mids. I do appreciate the fact that the demo ride here today gets us up on the highway to really feel how this thing does do. It just sounds like a muscle car.
You think I'm worried about this fool, man? This is nothing.
Alright, so let's just go through front to back. The brakes, from what I have squeezed on so far and depressed on the brake pedal, they work and they do a very good job. The bike does handle very well. It's a very nice bike though. I will say I am enjoying myself on it. And for the price tag, you're getting a lot of power and a lot of expandability options. Now, granted, none of it comes with bags or anything like that, but you definitely could add a whole bunch of travel stuff to this to make it a much better experience for what you need it to be. Now, the problem I'm having now with this demo right here is the fact that I guess this is the Kansas demo ride. Hey, hop on the highway, go straight. Hey, hop on the highway, go straight. Everything's straight. There's really no maneuverability, and maybe that's, you know, what they're trying to do is they don't want anyone to like screw up their bike too much, so they are taking us on a very generic route. And there's the dealership. All right, so here's the crazy thing. So we're doing cruising 65, 70. We have slowed down a little bit now. About to get off the highway. I didn't even feel like I was going 65 or 70 on this thing. It's just that smooth. I feel wind off of the chest and above due to the little quarter fairing. But man, is it really, really nice. One thing I have noticed I do not like is the turn signals. The buttons for it, I can barely feel like I'm even putting them on. I don't know if I even have them on. The next thing that I don't like is there's really no heads-up display that's within my eyesight. You have to look way down to the gauges to see any sort of turn signal action or anything going on. We should probably just know what gear we're in and all that good stuff, but oh good, they're not making us do the 360. You should know what gear you're in and things along those pictures, but I'd like to see those dummy lights sometimes. I'm a dummy. I like to see them, and I have to do a good crank down with the helmet on. Now maybe if my helmet wasn't there, I'd be able to see them just fine, but again, personal things. Don't let these sway your opinion on the bike. Let's see how she turns here. Oh, that's nice. I want to ride this again. Just going through that little thing there, that sold me. That's what I love, was just the handling. It's kind of like when I was in NSF course, like, oh, this is what riding is right here. Let's see how it dips going into here. Nice. Alright guys, well, I know this isn't much of a technical overview. This is just more of a reaction video to me riding the 2021 Riderz. If you have any questions about it, definitely feel free to post them in the comments below. I'll be glad to try and answer any questions about my ride or my experience with it. There are better reviews out there that are more thorough and technical. This was just reactionary. Whoa! And what that was I slipped on that when I was on the V-Rod this morning too. These tire stinks are slick, and that is a very slick spot. Good to know. Guess I'll do this again. Alright, see you on the next one. Catch you on the next dark side, because this is the way. Sharp fit out. See ya.